Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to welcome on stage one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our first Shadowhunters guest. It's Chai! And now, they're just all coming on. Just get on, guys. Come on. Let's grab a seat, guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's 2 seats here as well.
Where's your seat?
I don't sit now.
Oh, you don't? You can come
Are you sure?
here.
Should I just...
I can give you this seat and I can
come
sit in the
first.
middle.
But what's
Perch
in
on the
this?
ottoman.
We want something to drink, though.
I'll find you some Newcastle Brown Ale later.
Ooh, that's one of my
That's
favorite
what I
beers.
need.
That's from my home city. So there you go. If I knew, I would have brought you some Newcastle Brown Ale. I'm scared in case my fat backside's going to break this, to be fair.
You're not going
I
to break.
highly
It's
doubt
fine.
it. You're all good.
Well, first of all, who's excited to hear in London?
Yeah. Love London.
I am so glad yous are here. These will tell you I've been fangirling for days.
No way.
Days and days and days. We're just surrounded by fans, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of Comic-Con, right?
I'm going to
So,
put you on the spot. Who's your favorite character so far?
my favorite character... No, I'm not
It's
going there.
Chad. Chad.
It's you. Right, so... I'm kidding.
Okay,
I
well,
love
this
you
is-
all.
Alberto.
I should have said Magnus to be safe, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a Magnus fan? Wrong panel.
Who's a Jordan fan?
Here's the real question. Who's a Malik fan?
Is that really a real question?
It's not even a question. I think it's just an automatic statement.
Right, I've said that I don't want to do much talking. I want this to be about the fans.
Okay.
So I've been tweeting out for a month on Spoiler TV. I've been sending emails. They've been laughing at me because they know my emails broke. So I'm going to make it about you guys because just first of all, thank you all for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
And what I'd like to do is jump straight to a tweet if we have it ready.
Yeah.
So we got
Fantastic.
an abundance of tweets and you'll be able to see it here as well.
Oh,
And this is live streamed as well. Hello everyone on the live stream.
Hello.
So this is from P. Coswina. I hope I'm saying this right. We heard about one blooper moment involving a baby warlock and some hooves. Were there any other funny moments that happened off screen or that didn't make the cut?
There are funny moments that happen on set all the time. I think, you were the only other one that was there when that happened,
Yeah,
right?
that was
So-
really funny.
So, this was in the episode in Iris Rouse's house, and at the very end, there was her nurse who was pregnant. At the very end, Magnus delivered her baby, and they had a real baby on set that was maybe 2 or 3 weeks old. This is tiny, tiny little newborn, and they had stuck these goat feet in the bottom of the blanket to look like the baby had goat feet. And we were in the middle of one take, and I look up, and Harry's like crying. He's got just a tear down his face. Matt is purple because he's been holding his breath, trying not to laugh. And then I just hear this thunk, and I look down, and the goat feet are on the floor. And all of us, because we couldn't be loud because it would wake the baby up, so we couldn't disturb this little newborn, but we were dying.
Wait, but did the baby make it to the screen or nothing with the pregnancy?
No, they cut the whole scene
No,
because
I
we were all
thought-
laughing
That's
so much.
I don't remember a baby at all.
No, they cut the scene. They couldn't
Okay.
use it because we all laughed the whole time. But things like that happen on set
Well, yeah,
all the
we had-
time.
There were other like inside jokes that the crew had as well from moments on set, like when the angel Ithuriel was getting turned, he was screaming, right? He was in like, oh! But because when you're shooting a scene, sometimes it takes hours to shoot one scene. That man was screaming for a very long time. So after that moment, every once in a while, when it got kind of quiet on set, someone would just go, and then the whole like studio would be screaming. And if we had like a new director or someone who hadn't worked with us before, they had no idea what was going on. Everyone just started screaming.
I will challenge anyone to have a scene with Emrod and try to be serious. Especially when I have to be like, Isabel.
You were saying a really funny line. Like I just couldn't.
Yeah, true.
I just
Spoiler!
I get the feeling you try to put each other off during the scenes as well.
Yeah, I mean-
I'm getting that impression. Who is the worst for trying to make people fluff their lines?
Dom.
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 For sure, Dom.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to defend him here.
No, but in a
No,
good
no,
way.
no,
In
no,
the
no,
best
no,
way.
I don't think I don't think he's trying to make anyone fluff their lines. It's just if you get him to smile once,
Yeah.
then it becomes a journey to get back to like the serious.
It's true. He gets this glint in his eye when he's about to laugh. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, and then
You
it's-
can
and then you're
tell.
done,
And then you're done. You're all done. Everybody's done. You just can't.
Right, should we have another tweet and then I'll come out to you
Yeah.
guys, yeah? Do we have our second tweet available? All fancy stuff. Right, so this is called Light Waldeck. Lovely name. Many fans, including myself, would say that certain characters from the show are their all-time favorites. So if you had to choose, who would you say is your favorite TV character? Doesn't mean from Shadowhunters, it means all-time out of TV shows. Who is your favorite? Go on, Albert, if you want to start, we'll work our way along. Pressure?
Ooh, lots of pressure. This is a hard question. There's a lot of TV that has
Yeah,
come out in my
I-
lifetime.
Oh, maybe a way of rewording it is there ever a character you've wanted to play, maybe?
Oh, that's cool.
Unless one of you's know already.
Yeah,
you
if
wanna
someone's
chat.
ready,
Alright.
dive in.
I'm always ready for that question.
Okay.
Buffy, man. Buffy. Or Willow. Is any Buffy cosplay happening anywhere here?
No, they just wanted the wave for the fun of it. They're like, oh, Buffy fans, yeah, oh wait, I'm not Buffy. I think you'd look good with a steak and like tight leather jacket. I think, yeah.
I've done all that
I'd pay to
already.
see that. I like that idea.
I have steaks. I've made my own. Like, I used to bring it to school, everything.
Well, there's a
What he's
Buffy
wearing
reboot coming. Get
Yeah.
yourself on it.
Sure. Can you put me on it?
I'll
I
have
bet,
words.
I bet people can tweet about it, get you on it.
I would love that.
I'm down. I
That
support.
would be a dream.
I'm
And I think
having
it's
one
going
of
to be a great one. The remake's going to be good. I feel it. It's Joss. He wouldn't destroy his own empire.
See, I'm having one of those moments where you're like, you like TV? I'm like, I like TV. I'm on TV. Yeah, I like TV. And they're like, what's your favorite TV ever? I'm like, and it's like my brain is like, you've never watched TV, not once.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
I know what you mean. I'm just trying to go through characters that are akin to those that I would like to play someday, or things that I really admire. And something I keep going back to is Lena Headey in Game of Thrones. Just the way that she is so just vile and sinister, and yet you love her all the same and admire her all the same because of this. I don't know. She's the way she's crafted that character is just incredible.
I would love to see a reboot of Pinky and the Brain.
I can tell you this because I interviewed the voice of Wacko.
Yes.
Animaniacs is coming back
No
very
way!
soon.
I literally watched Wacko's Wish. Like, anyone know that movie, Wacko's Wish? No? Oh, okay, well, wow.
I don't know
They
if
do
that
now.
spoiler was meant to get out there, but there you go, I've ruined it. Hey!
What about M? What's your answer? I'm curious.
I don't know. I'm gonna say something very common. I guess Wonder Woman. I don't know. It's fun.
You're killing
I
it.
mean,
Don't be disappointed about that. That's a great
Wonder
character
Woman,
you
yeah.
want to play.
I mean, Batgirl. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Well, and now we have Ruby Rose as Batwoman,
Yeah.
which I'm really excited about, just low key.
Guess who's on Arrow very soon?
She's going to play. Ruby Rose is going to play.
Oh, Catwoman. Catwoman is kind of cool.
Yeah, Catwoman's cool.
Australia represent.
Because of
Because Ruby Rose is Australian. Yeah. In case you didn't know that.
Right, should I come out to
Any
you
Australian?
guys now?
Yeah.
That's the only time everyone's ever cheered for me coming over to them. Right, who has a question? Go on, I'll jump straight at you at the front here. What's your question for the cast?
Hi, all. With the characters you play, do you have any hobbies or personality traits or anything that you actually share with your character?
Well, I mean, I had played guitar a little bit before, and then because of the show, I continued to play guitar. So that's one, I guess.
I always had a healthy respect for visual artists. My grandma's a watercolor artist, and I used to paint with her when I was a little girl. I wouldn't say I'm an artist in that sense, but it's something that I've always admired. So that's one thing I always wanted to have a part of Clary's life.
I don't. I mean, I've always liked to wear heels, so.
That's right, girl. That's right.
So I guess I kind of regret it after wearing them 24/7 on set. But yeah, I guess I like really high heels. Oh look, we're matching.
It's funny, that was Jade's answer as well, wasn't it?
It was my answer.
And that's mine as well.
No, but I mean, you guys have been training like crazy. So during the shoot, they were training all the time for fighting and stuff. So that's real. You know, what you see is actually real. With the fight, no. Anyway, sorry, I almost spoiled like a huge thing, but there's some really cool fights coming, and it's epic. So just like excited for you to see what's coming. But yeah, they're like, it's real. What you see is real. Like, they do all the fights. And me too, actually. And you. That's right. But we have like
yeah.
a really amazing stunt team that does everything.
Yeah, shout out to our amazing stunt
So-
department.
Woo!
And for Meliorn, I love to meditate. I think it's important for my health and my just my balance, my well-being. So that was cool when Meliorn was that type of being, you know. So that resembles me. I love plants and nature and stuff.
Jordan's got really long hair, and I've got really long hair, so.
You do look very similar, I'm not going to lie.
It's uncanny.
I mean, I think
I don't know, approaching Jordan, I just wanted to be a little bit more natural, so I brought like myself forward instead of trying to change the physicality of my character too much. I don't know, there's a lot there that's have common grounds with. But
Awesome. Right,
Yeah.
next fan question. Oh, hello there. Are you ready?
Do you have any favourite memories from set or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like,
I always tell the same story for like favorite memories or favorite moment. And it was the first time that I was on set and I heard the word action. Because I didn't realize, especially at the time, for me it was like a big deal. It was my first time like working and doing all of that. But at the same time, I didn't realize the journey what that one word really meant. Like, it was an entire, I mean, we shot 55 episodes of television, and we've been able to share this whole world with you, and now we're here in London, like, with all of you guys, all because of that one word. Like, so for me, that would take the cake.
That's great.
I mean, I could write a book with all of the memories and fun stories from shooting this show. It really all came full circle to me when we shot the finale. You know, as each set, we would finish shooting in a different part of the set or in a different room. It brought back everything that had happened in that space. And the last day we were shooting in the Institute. And I just remember pretty much everybody was there.
Everyone was there. Everyone was
Yeah,
there.
and I remember looking around at everybody dressed in character, everybody on the set, and it just, I took extra care to remember that moment because I realized how much we had become a family. The entire crew, the entire cast, everybody involved in the journey, we had a bond, and we always will, I think.
Yeah, during that final scene, I just messed it up.
What?
There's
'cause
nothing
you
we
can't
can
say
say. We
anything.
can't say anything, can we?
No, we can't say nothing.
I've already warned these about spoilers. I should have warned yous in
You
advance.
probably should have.
We're
Yeah, actually, nobody's in that last scene, right?
no.
Oh,
That's worse!
Okay, so there's I just need to be quiet because I'm
Our
so
last
bad at,
scene was
you
great.
know.
No, seriously, we have so much fun just together. So these are the best memories.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm gonna miss the most is hanging out. Like, we laughed so much on set, and you know, that's what's gonna be the best memories of the whole thing.
I do have one memory where when we did rap and everyone was like walking around, we had like champagne, so I snuck a bottle of champagne and I like went into Simon's room, and like with a group of like people that came, we popped a bottle of champagne in Simon's room, which I thought was really cool. That was like a really fun goodbye.
I stole a lot of things.
I will not
Whoops.
admit that I stole a lot.
You are the rebel of this group right now, aren't you?
We all are rebels.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Right, I believe we'll have another tweet as well, then I'll come round to this side for fan questions. So,
New tweet.
New tweet. It should appear like magic any second. It's on the screen in front of you as well. It should be. There we go. So, Jay-Z wants to know, what was the most embarrassing scene on the show?
Well, Emerald and I had to be in bed together the first time, and we had just met. But it was good. It was cool. No,
What?
like
No.
it was like
I don't think this
kind
is
of embarrassing,
memorable
but
for
like-
her as it was
It
for you.
wasn't embarrassing though.
no, it wasn't embarrassing.
It's definitely awkward when that
But
happens.
it was
it's like-
awkward.
It is a bit awkward. It's like,
It is
hey.
awkward.
all right, let's do it.
Let's.
But like, but you know what? These things are always done really respectfully, and The directors were nice, and it was a closed set, so it wasn't that embarrassing. But I mean,
My most embarrassing scene on the show actually happened right toward the beginning, which is probably a shocker considering how many embarrassing moments I had on set.
Yeah, there were a few offset too.
There's a lot. But it was the first scene. Do you remember when we were running to look for Dot when she'd first disappeared and we were like walking into the nightclub? And there was a long corridor and we were all in a formation walking around the corner and we were supposed to be looking all badass. And I was in these 8-inch stiletto shoes and the floor was really slippery. And I turned the corner and I was on my butt on the floor like that. And of course I'm flanked by like Matt and Dom. They're looking all cool and they look down and I'm on the floor. I'm like, dang it, I'm supposed to be all badass, I'm just getting to know these people. But then I figured, you know what, they might as well know the real me right off the bat, because that's me.
It is.
Right, I'll jump over here. You, then I'll come to you. Right, your question.
Did you guys think you had such a large fan base in London?
No, not that I didn't think it. It's just like, wow, I'm surprised. It's really cool.
it's pretty incredible. All over the world that's just like.
But like the
whoa.
thing, not everyone here is from London, right? A lot of people came from all over the place. It's
We
been
got people from,
really
like,
cool.
South Korea.
Korea, Germany.
Australia.
Austria.
Australia.
I mean, this is
Spain.
Yeah, right
Is
there.
anyone from Australia right now?
Singapore.
Is there anyone here from Australia?
there was one girl I met from Australia originally.
Oh, there's one, I remember.
I thought there was one.
Anna.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Australia are you from?
Whereabouts in Australia are you from? Sydney.
Wow.
Represent.
This is my favorite thing about the Shadowhunters fandom, is that in this world that we have right now where so many people are fighting and in conflict over things, the Shadowhunters fandom is a group of people from all over the world that's come together to support a story that really is ultimately about love and about acceptance and unity, and that's, I think, more than anything, that's what we need right now in the world.
Yeah,
Well
it's
said.
incredible.
Well said. Right, next question here. If you walk up the front so they can actually see you as well, it's always handy. Right, would you like to ask your question there?
Hi. Firstly, hashtag Save Shadowhunters. But who's the best fighter and why?
Them personally or the characters?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same question.
Personally.
Personally.
Who's
Who's the best fighter and
training?
why? Personally, like
Personally.
in
We were
life.
talking about this a while ago. Who would be the
Yeah.
who would win in a fight?
Probably Isaiah.
I think it. Oh yeah. Well, I think Isaiah has the. He's just big and he's
Yeah.
like quick and strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I would. This would be an argument that could be made. I think the Monkey King.
I was gonna say, Chai, Dom, Harry, like we've got some really intense folks on the show who can really kick some butt.
Wait, are we talking about characters or
No, like
No,
personally.
in life.
In life.
I
So I think I think Isaiah,
Chai.
Chai, Dom,
I
Harry.
think Isaiah
I'd
just
love
looks
another
at you
fighter.
and you're like, done.
I'm so, none of us would
Isaiah-
want to fight
I
Isaiah.
know,
But
right?
Isaiah
No one-
Isaiah wouldn't fight you. He would just charm you out of fighting, and he'd just win.
He would
Yeah,
just,
he'd
like,
make you
pull out
like
his
give him
hand.
everything, and
Yeah,
you feel like
stop.
you won.
Exactly.
And I feel like Dom is always like injured, but still does the fights. Always. And then
That's
he's like,
just Dom.
oh, I just
And
broke.
Luke.
He's like, I just broke my leg. Oh, let me do a backflip. No.
I feel no pain.
I feel like we need to have you actually scrap right here just to sort it out.
All right, get
All
up
right,
there.
let's do it.
5 Shadowhunters enter. Only 1 leaves. Fight, 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 fight.
No, I don't want to fight Chai.
He'd lose, let's be fair. Sorry. Right, next question. I want to come around. Right, I'll come to you right here. Nice runes.
Hi. First of all, it's funny you should say you wanted to play Wonder Woman because someone came up to me today and was like, "Are you supposed to be Wonder Woman?" And I was like, "Why not? Yeah, sure."
Oh, yeah, why not?
But my question is, I know some of you guys have read the books, and I'm a massive fan of the books and the TV show. And I was just wondering, what was some of your favourite parts to film that were in the books and that are in the show?
What were our favorite parts that were in the books that are in the show?
Well, there's one part in particular in the books that is no longer.
Wait, wait. That's gonna be tough.
No, we can talk about some things. Like,
I like the relationship between Jordan.
yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Our relationships are great, and in the books too.
Well, I like the whole.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, spoiler
Okay,
alert,
so
la la la
the-
la la.
No, you can't say that.
If you
I
want.
can say this. The way.
Wait.
No, I could say this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Do you want to
I'd say
whisper it
this.
in my
Actually,
ear,
yeah.
and then I'll
Part of it, but
decide?
not all of it.
No. Sorry, I got this. I can say that in the books, Simon gets the Mark of Cain from Clary. Really cool scene. The relationship means a lot. We know this, and it was like a turning point in the struggle between Valentine and his army, and when the Shadowhunters were like, whoa, we can actually win this battle. Just the battle. In the books, I liked that. I thought it was such a cool idea. And then it was amazing to still get the Mark of Cain, but then kind of change it so now that Meliorn gives it to Simon. Like, that was a cool change to me that as like a fan, I was like, whoa, I would have never thought of that. That's kind of, like when I read the script, I was like, what? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I think we have more frequently in our show where when you have the knowledge of the books, you get that one fan experience, and then when you read the scripts, or then when you guys will see the show, you get that other fan experience about the same event, but it's different in a really interesting, cool way. And sometimes it's a scene that happened in the books, but we use different words. Sometimes it's a moment that happened in the books, but we make it happen a different way. I think I covered a couple of our answers.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Absolutely. That actually happened with me as well, because in the books, Raziel kills Valentine with, a bolt of angelic power. But then the way that they changed it in the show to have Clary actually step up and finally kill her father, it was a turning point for her, not only in the fact that he had been kind of a weight that she was carrying, that she finally had to just say enough is enough. And it was the first time that she actually did something really dark and really twisted, and it something shifted in her after that, and I think we'll see more and more of that as things progress. But a lot of the things that happen in the books that I really want to happen in the show haven't aired yet, so I can't talk about them.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of cool stuff in the next parts that is like from the books, especially since they were like, okay, well, I guess we have to do it all now. Let's
We're gonna wrap it up really fast.
3B is pretty wicked.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Unfortunately, I've been told we're running out of time, so I am going to ask one question myself.
Awesome.
And I'm going to make it tough.
Oh dear.
You have one word to describe the final part of Shadowhunters.
Oh, I got it.
So one word to give us a preview of what they expect without spoilers. Everyone dies. No.
That was what I was gonna say. No,
Epic.
epic.
Epic?
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Bloody.
Emotional.
I'm gonna say hope. Hope.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Can I change my word?
No.
Nope.
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 Well,
Can I add a word?
go for it.
Bittersweet.
Yeah.
No, it's one word.
Hyphenated.
You weren't kidding.
I was.
Okay. I got one. Satisfying, right? Right? Like satisfying, like yeah, like I'm satisfied. I can accept that this is the last season.
Oh, I can say one word. Sizzy.
Don't set them off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to say a huge thank you to these guys for coming all the way to London. We've got European fans and everything like that. We really appreciate it. And obviously here tomorrow as well, and they can find you at the booths. And I believe you have another panel on the main stage as well. Good, I'm going to miss. I might sneak over, actually. I'll just skip my stage. But no, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys, and thank you.
And if it's all right with you,
new
why
word.
don't we stand up and
I
let everyone
have
get
a
a
new
photo?
word. I have a new word, but I'm not gonna say it until tomorrow. I have a word that's gonna be so perfect for it.
If you just want to line up, get a photo there, everyone. Let's get some photos of these
Now
guys.
Emerald's like, oh, I have to think of it.
Let's hear it one more time for the awesome Shadowhunters cast!